Happy hump day. It is very humpy here in LA. So gloomy. Oh my goodness. So welcome. Happy to the middle of the week. You are almost there. So you can do it. You can get through. And I'm excited. I got a couple more days and then I'm out of here. So, good morning, Linda. Hello, everybody. So today we are going to talk about standing your ground. And I thought it was funny because we have coffee grounds. Good morning. Good morning, Brooklyn. Good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you. Hi, Nick. Good morning. Good morning, Rachel. Hi, Amber. Amber, your post last night on Facebook made me laugh so hard. Hi, Connie. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm going to have another sip before I start. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Darcy. Everybody's piling in, which is so good. Good morning, Joanne. Hello. So, we're going to talk about standing your ground, right? Excuse me. So, hi, Ivana. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Laura. Hello. Hi. Okay, so here's the thing. Good morning, Christina. So, as we really start to hone in on who we are and what we believe and what we want our life to look like, you are going to notice that people that are currently in your life really aren't in that same vibration. Good morning, Melinda. Hi, Cindy. Good morning, everybody. Because we shift, right? So the more we kind of hone in and really understand who we are, what we're about, what are our belief systems. Good morning, Francis. How do we see our life? What do we want our life to look like? You know, as we become more clear on that and that vision, what happens is there's going to be some testing. The universe is going to test us. The universe is either going to give us situations that force us to speak up, speak out, or stand up for ourselves. And it's hard because when you have these relationships or situations which you've always kind of accepted just the way they are, but yet there's a lack in them somehow. There's a deficiency somehow. Good morning, Rose. As you hone in on who you are and what you want that life to look like, some of those relationships or situations that once fit us so tightly like a glove no longer fit us, no longer suit who we are. And the more clear we become, the more clear that it becomes that there's a distance. And that really could be even in your career, you know, like a lot of us, you know, when you start on your spiritual path, you know, you kind of realize maybe something in your life, if you're doing a job that's super materialistic in a way or doesn't feel kind of maybe more important to the bigger picture, you may have a harder time being there, right? You have a harder time accepting that this is what you're doing. So there has that disconnect. Or just relationships too. Relationships are a big one, and grateful. Yay! There you go, Connie. And so even relationships work that way too. There are times when you have an integrity about something, a professionalism or an integrity or a moral code, an ethical code, whatever you want to call it. But you define what that is for you. You really say, hey, this is what I'm about and this is who I am. And other people, it's not going to be at the same level. It's just not. You're going to see it differently. And that is just hard. That's really hard because they may really believe that they are at the same place, ethical, integrity, professional, and they may be. They absolutely may be. Absolutely. It's just that it's different. And because it's different, you're not in alignment. And it's tough. So sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm going to stand for what I believe in. I'm going to stand for what I think is right. Even if it kind of you know what I say? What do they say? Oh, I forget that saying. Oh my goodness. It's like an old saying. I don't know. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Something like that, right? You may need somebody. You may need them to do something, or you may need them until you find a replacement. But at the same time, you still have to say, you know what? I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. I'm not going to sit there and let you do those things that don't feel right to me, that make me feel less than, right? Now, again, if they're making you feel less than, that's us allowing it. But at the same time, that's where you have to stand up for yourself. Stand your ground. Hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna tolerate this. I'm telling the universe, this is not okay. This is not okay for me. And until we stand up for ourselves, it will happen over and over and over. And you become like that walking mat. Kind of like don't burn bridges, Rachel. Yeah, but it's like, I forget. You know what? I will think of it and post it. If I ask a family member, they're going to know exactly what I mean. But, you know, hi, Lois. Hi. I love all the hearts. See, you guys, this one's relating, isn't it? The absolutely needing to stand your ground and hold your worth. Hold your worth and make yourself a priority. And it is about that integrity. That's really the best word. I mean, overall, it's our integrity for who we are, what we want, what we believe, and what we're willing to kind of fight for. Now, it's don't cut your nose off to spite your face. That's kind of it, Linda. That's it. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes, oh, I love that, Sheena. Sometimes you gotta cut your nose off and say, you know what, though? Even if I'm stuck in a pickle because of this, even if I'm left in a pickle, I'm not going to tolerate someone treating me this way. I'm not going to tolerate this behavior. And it's tough. It's tough. Right? So, I mean, I think it makes me feel better. I'm not the only one going through it. But that's the great thing about these Coffee with Colbys, right? We can all relate. We're all going through it. We all can understand these ebbs and flows. And again, it always is changing. Unless you become so comfortable in your life and so complacent and so passive that you don't push anything. But if you start to push, if you start to say, hey, I'm going to stand up for myself, I'm going to evolve, I'm going to grow, I'm going to blossom, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up. Hi, Amber. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Good morning, Tina. So, how do we stand up for ourselves? How do you stand your ground? Well, there's a couple things. One is just being vocal about how you feel. And saying, hey, this isn't okay and this is why it's okay. And like I said yesterday, you're going to get people that are going to get very defensive. You're going to get people that want to retaliate and kind of attack back because they feel triggered, right? Oh, I'm really glad, Cindy. And so what happens is, it's uncomfortable, right? You get that period. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you're trying to talk to someone, when you're trying to explain how you're feeling, and all of a sudden they want to get defensive or retaliatory or not being open to working it out. They just want to kind of defend their point of view. And nothing you can do is really going to shift that perception. And that's the hard part. I think what happens is sometimes we hope that people will see a different perception, but a lot of times they won't. Because if someone has to change their perception, then they actually have to change their belief system, experiences, and all of that that protects it. So they want to hold on to it. Well, and I think they do see, Sheena, yeah, they do take it personally, of course. I mean, I would too. I mean, if you said to me, Colby, you're so bossy, I'm going to take it personally, but I am bossy. Again, it doesn't mean, it doesn't even mean that there's a right and wrong. There's just what you need to be and who you need to be, and honoring that and owning it. Because when we really own and honor who we are and fully really accept ourselves for who we are, there's such a level of peace that comes with that, such a level of joy. And the pain comes when we have to let people go that it's not going to fit into it. And even if we're working with someone and it doesn't fit into it and we have to let them go, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. Sometimes it's finding a new doctor. Sometimes it's finding a new teacher. Sometimes it's finding a new group of friends. Sometimes it's finding a new career. A new relationship. There's a lot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, oh, good, Joanne. Yay. But let us stand our ground. And we don't have to take someone else down in order to stand our ground, right? You don't have to take someone else down. You just have to be willing to let go of the safety net of it. Let go of saying, I know this isn't right, and I don't know how this is going to work, this trust, but I got to let go of this monkey bar to get to this monkey bar, right? I got to really let go and trust. And that's where we can get triggered. That's where we can get nervous and worried, and sometimes you're trying to hold on to both. But when you hold on to both, there's an imbalance, and you will see that. There's just this imbalance where something's not right. But the minute you commit to saying, nope, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to surrender. And that's what we can do. So, and, this is really good. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So when you are working through who you are and honoring yourself and becoming very clear on what you want in your life, you just have to understand that you have to stand your ground in certain situations, relationships, circumstances, and to know that that's okay. And to be okay with that. To be okay with starting over or starting new or starting fresh. And really honoring where you are in your process. And not feeling guilty, because a lot of times someone may want us to feel really guilty because of how we're feeling or who we are or the direction that we're going. Some people will say, oh, you've changed. Well, I would hope so. I would hope so. And it's about alignment. At the end of the day, things come in and they're there to serve a purpose. And sometimes that purpose is a lifelong purpose, but sometimes it's a season, a reason, right? Like they say, not just friendships. It could be definitely career, relationships, all sorts of things. But stand your ground. Know what you want. Don't be afraid to let go. I think it's hard. Sometimes, you go, oh my goodness, now what am I going to do? You know what? Just trust. Trust, because being authentic in who you are and having the integrity to stand up for what you believe in is so much more powerful and stronger than worrying about letting go. And again, that sense of peace, that sense of acceptance, that sense of honoring who you are will take you so far on your path of joy and happiness. Okay? So, all right, everybody. There you go. That was your inspirational talk of the day. So, I love it. Lots of comments today, which is wonderful. Thank you. Yes. You know, every day it's peeling back the layers. Every day, what can we shed? And ask yourself, that's your homework today. What can I shed today that no longer serves my highest good? Okay. Let's see. Tomorrow night, I have live with Colby Rebel. And it is going to be a date night. You, me, and readings. I can't wait. And again, I think this Friday, Saturday, all next week, I will be in Philadelphia and New Jersey. So very, very excited. So thank you, everybody. I really loved it. And I'm really, I'm glad that you liked the message today. I really am. And we can do this. We can all get through this. Yes, we can all do this. Now remember to get out there and shine your light and shine it bright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.